Hey guys, this is Lola, but you can call me Lola if you like.
Hi, this is Velisa, and you can call me Vels if you want. And this is the Everybody Hates HR podcast. Promise to say the right number today, 127. Ready to give your performance and talent management a serious upgrade?
Meet TeamFlex, the all-in-one platform built for companies using Microsoft Teams and Outlook. With TeamFlex, you can manage goals and OKRs, run unbiased performance reviews, and share recognition and feedback, all without ever leaving Teams.
No more clunky spreadsheets, no more Word docs, and definitely no more chasing people around.
As an official Microsoft partner, TeamFlex keeps all your performance management and employee engagement processes right where your team already works.
From performance review templates embedded into Microsoft Teams to viewing goal progress inside ongoing team meetings, it offers seamless integration with your Microsoft 365 ecosystem.
Organizations all over the world are already powering up their teams with TeamFlex. That's TeamFlex, TeamFlect, because great teams deserve tools that reflect them.
Looking to join them?
Try it free today at teamflex.com. Woo! They don't know that actually we said the wrong number because I cut it out from the last few episodes.
Oh, well.
The last few episodes, basically, we've got all our numbering wrong. So if you go back and listen, it's like, and this is the Everybody Hates HR podcast, TeamFlex. That's what it sounds like. So that's the reason, because we definitely used the wrong number.
Yeah.
But it's definitely 127 now.
It's definitely 127. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Just been studying. I'm actually really in the throes of studying now.
You?
Yeah, a lot.
Woo!
But I'm still behind.
You'll be all right. It's you.
Yeah, don't say that.
It's true.
It's actually hard. Like, it's just so much information. Like, it's so dense. Like, and it's multiple choice, right? So I just got to go in there and pray, man.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be. I don't want to pay.
Yeah, no, you'll be. I know someone who's paid 3 times
To do this exam.
We both know them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I can't do that.
No, and you're not going to.
I need to spend my money on flights. I'm going away though.
Where are you going?
I think, well, I haven't booked it, but like in 2 weeks, I think I'm going to go to Dubai. I don't know if I've told you this.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Dubai.
You mentioned Houston.
Yeah, and Dallas.
Oh, Dallas, sorry.
And then I'm going to go to, next month, I'm going to go to Toronto. And then from there, I'm going to fly to Dallas for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's going to be
I'm going to spend
cute.
it with my cousin, my little twinnie.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
My first American Thanksgiving.
Wow, that's going to be cute though.
It is going to be so cute. And it's her birthday like a few days before I get there, so we can do some belated birthday stuff.
I need to give you a list.
And my luggage is full.
It'll be fun.
Fine.
Thank you.
But I don't know, what do they have? I don't know. I've actually never been to Dallas.
Don't worry, I'll give you.
I'm sure Target is Target, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How have you been?
I've been fine. I am so overwhelmed by TV at the moment.
Real Housewives of Potomac.
Well, everything. Like, I've been watching Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
SVU is back.
I haven't watched it yet, you know.
Don't judge me. Grey's Anatomy is back.
Is it back?
It's back.
I will never judge you because I'm going to watch it
Oh my God, the first episode was dramatic as well. Like, people died straight away in the first episode. Yeah.
That's proper Grey's Anatomy coded though. Someone got
Chicago Med is back.
Never watched it.
Oh my gosh, like I am Reasonable Doubt. I am.
Did you watch Station 99 or whatever it's
19,
called?
Yeah.
Station 19.
Yeah, I did. So I'm overwhelmed. And then on top of that, Wendy and Eddie. So if you don't watch Real Housewives of Potomac, there has been breaking news this week about Wendy and Happy Eddie, that's her husband, being charged with felonies of fraud. And apparently it's to do with them pretending that their house was robbed and maxing out their insurance for £450,000. And then they did it. They claimed with 2 other insurance companies.
So that alone, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you were like, it could have been an accident, what they claimed and stuff, but claiming the same thing with
on
3
different
insurance companies.
And the police found emails. Why you would email when you live in the same house, I don't know. But the police found emails between them where Eddie's like, hey babe, like, any other
Eddie
Chanel
is a
things.
lawyer.
Literally, he's an attorney. Is there anything you want to add to the claim so that we can max out to our full potential?
No, but maybe he meant, is there anything else that is missing?
Maybe that's what they'll try and spin it as. But Wendy is seen wearing her ring after they've made the claim, but that ring is on the claim that it was robbed.
And also the mug shots of them, they both look very high.
They do, but so that's great marketing for Happy Eddie, which is the weed brand that Eddie has.
It's a great marketing.
I don't know, but I've watched the first episode of.
I started watching it. I watched like the first 10 minutes.
I was like so cringing, like when Wendy was talking. Because she's like, oh, Happy Eddie is financially successful, ching ching. And I'm like, so why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Wendy?
But how did they lose all their money?
I don't think they've lost it. I think they're just living beyond their means. I think they're just doing too much.
Do you know what? It's so funny because that is like I've only watched 2 Housewives franchises. So
no, that's the theme for all of them.
3.
There's always at least one.
Yeah. So
yeah. Jen Shah from Salt Lake City is in prison right now for fraud as well.
But it's happened in Atlanta a lot. It's happened in Potomac. It happened in Lagos. This is the one that I watched, but
it's all of them. Salt Lake City,
but
Beverly
why?
Hills.
Like it's like being on the show. Makes it worse. Like they're all trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, it's all of them. It's all of them because not all of them make Nene Leakes money. That's the issue.
Nene Leakes never used to make Nene Leakes money. She had Greg.
That's true.
Or Hot Sec. Do you know what I mean?
No, but she did Glee and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying at the beginning.
Oh yeah. No, at the beginning. But yeah, she knew better. Like Wendy's been on Real Housewives for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
So like this is not the time to be doing that stuff.
No, and you will always get caught. People are so in your business.
People laugh at Ashley, but
Ashley, look, people that have lived beyond their means.
Ashley be legit.
People that have lived beyond their means. Well, not Robin when she was there because
she went broke though.
Yeah.
She was
that's
very
what I'm saying.
open
She was very
about
open about it. Karen.
Yeah.
Obviously now we have Wendy.
Yeah.
Mia.
I don't laugh.
Who else has kind of had some financial issues on Atlanta?
On Atlanta, Sheree, Kenya, Portia.
Kenya have financial issues.
Yeah, before she built that house. Remember the white refrigerator?
Yeah, but I thought that was like moving between. I can't remember.
Nah.
And then Portia.
Kelly's got financial problems at the moment as well.
With her divorce.
Well, apparently it's her own like stuff now as well.
I just don't understand it. It can't be that hard.
Drew. Yeah.
Oh, Drew.
It's true. It's all of them, really.
But I think Drew Sodor actually has money.
Right. Ralph is trying her, though, isn't it?
Yes. So
yeah, that's been what I've been up to.
Also, Cardi B.
Oh, and Love is Blind as well. It's full of, this is the craziest.
I haven't watched Love is Blind either.
Lola, this is the craziest Love is Blind I have ever witnessed.
I've heard that it's actually.
No, these people
I love, and I feel like the love is not. It's not really about that.
Unhinged. I've never watched a Love is Blind like this before, where I am confused watching.
Okay, I might watch it then.
Yeah, like I'm watching them like, what?
I'm trying. The main reason I haven't been watching TV is because I'm studying. So I need you not to.
My bad. Sorry.
I need you not to pull me.
Sorry. There's a lot going on. It's hibernation.
If I'm going to prioritize, I can wait on Special Victims Unit. It'll always be there.
Yeah. You can just binge that.
Grey's Anatomy as well. So if I'm going to prioritize something, and I am going to watch Potomac, but that's just one episode a week. So that's fine. What else should I prioritize? Love is Blind.
Yeah, I think you should because it's a weird one. It's just weird. I don't know what's in the water in Colorado. I don't know, but it's weird.
Okay, I will watch Love is Blind. I'm not even going to promise anyone a mini-sode because they're still waiting on the one from Severance.
Well,
I did want to talk about something.
Go on.
I have a little note here.
Something you prepared earlier.
Yes. So this week, last week actually, I did my Myers-Briggs personality type. I've done it in the past, but I couldn't remember it, and I did it as part of like a team thing. And I wanted to talk to you about my profile. You've done yours, so you know your profile. But before we talk about my specific profile, or I'll do each of the characteristics and you guess which one I am.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be easy for you. Okay, so basically Myers-Briggs is like a personality profile type where there's like 4 different aspects of it, and you can be one of the 2 elements. So I'll go through them. So the first one is about how you how the way you direct and receive energy. So this is probably one that most people are familiar with. It's either extroversion or introversion. So extroversion is defined as people who prefer extroversion tend to direct their energy towards the outside world and get energized by interacting with people and taking action. Introversion. People who prefer introversion tend to direct their energy towards their inner world and get energized by reflecting on their ideas and experiences. So how would you put me?
Do you know what? To be fair,
And I'll do you.
to be fair, I actually think you're a bit of both.
Okay.
Because when you get into your own head, like you have ideas for days, but you are extroverted.
Yeah, I would tend to, yeah, so I did get extroversion.
Oh yeah, surprise.
Yeah, and I would say the same about you, but I also would say the same. Are you okay?
I am not an extrovert.
I actually think that
No, you don't know me.
Are you joking?
You don't know me.
So I would say you're an introverted extrovert, if that's possible.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I feel like I do feel like, I don't know, I want to stick to this definition, but I do think you tend to get energy from people like around you, like socializing and stuff like that. But I know that only up until a point. Then afterwards, it's like, leave me alone.
Basically.
So, and I'm not too different, but I think my limit is probably a little bit further than yours.
Yeah. That's why half of the networking stuff that we do, I'm like, Lola, I'm only coming if you're coming. I'm not going.
Yeah, basically. Okay. So the second one, so that's like, the first one is E for me, extroversion over introversion. And you've done it, right?
Yeah.
And what did you get?
I did get E, but it's not accurate. Continue.
Okay, then the second thing is the way you take in information. So the first option is sensing, and the second one is intuition. So the two letters that they use are S and N. So sensing, people who prefer sensing tend to take in information that is real and tangible. They focus mainly on what they perceive using their five senses, right? So facts, figures, tangible things. Intuition. People who prefer intuition tend to take in information by seeing the big picture. They focus mainly on the patterns and interrelationships they perceive. I don't know where I would put you, you know?
I know where I'd put you. We're opposites.
I feel like I would put you on N.
Yeah, I am N.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're S.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's why everybody's a bit, I feel this, I feel that, I can just tell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but based on what?
Yeah, you're like stats. That's why remember when you just used to get turned on when I'd come with like statistics and data.
Be looking at analytics like, Velisa, look. What is, the other day I actually messaged Velisa and I was like, one of these episodes is doing really well on this particular platform. And I was like, but why?
You literally were like, why? Like, what's causing
why?
it?
What's causing it?
And I was trying to give her answer. She's like, no,
it can't be that.
That's literally you.
Yeah, so that's the way you take in information. The next one is the way you decide and come to conclusions. So there's two options, thinking T and feeling F. So thinking, people who prefer thinking base their decisions and conclusions on logic with accuracy and objective truth as the primary goals. I have to look at what I got there. And then feeling, people who prefer feeling typically base their decisions and conclusions on personal and social values with understanding and harmony being the primary goals.
You're whatever the opposite of that is. Is it T?
Do you know what? Sometimes I'm thinking about, what does it say? Like, obviously I know what it says about me, but what does it actually say about me?
Are you T?
I'm T.
Yeah, you're T. Yeah.
I feel like you're T.
I wasn't. I'm F.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you're T.
No, I'm E and F.
I feel like you're T.
Body T.
Yeah, I got T.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so predictable. Like, when I was doing it in my team, they're like, yeah, you're T. I was like, but like nobody hesitated. I'm like, it's so transparent. I'm so transparent. Like, I don't know, but it makes me feel like a robot. I know there's no good or bad profile, but when I'm thinking, okay, I'm going strictly for what it's like, how you take in information, sensing, right? So I'm looking at, facts, figures, tangible things, and then thinking,
I'm just deciding on accuracy and objective truth. I don't know. It's like, obviously, it doesn't mean you can't do the other thing, but typically, I believe it about myself.
For you when you finish this
Okay.
about HR in relation to this.
Okay, cool. And then the final one is the way you approach the outside world. Excuse me. So the two options are judging and perceiving, right? So judging, people who prefer judging typically come to conclusions quickly and want to move on and take an organized, planned approach to the world, right? Perceiving, I don't know why I can't read today, sorry. Perceiving, people who prefer perceiving typically look for more information before coming to conclusions
Lola.
and take spontaneous, flexible approach to the world.
Lola. That's you. That's you. You're such a girl. Like, you're such a girl.
Wait, hold on. Which part of it? So look for more information before coming to
100%
conclusions
yeah.
and take a spontaneous, flexible approach to the world.
Not the last bit, the first bit.
I actually think it's both. So basically, my team, they were just like, it's you, because working with me, if you worked with me on a day-to-day basis, you would know that I am perceiving, because I'm very good at my job, but sometimes I can't lie, I can be chaotic. Yeah. Well, you're more structured, babe.
Yeah,
you're more structured, babe. Even the questions when you ask, I can't remember, a specific question was like, I prefer to have structure, that was one option. The other option was, I prefer to go with the flow at the expense of a little bit of chaos.
Do you know what?
Like
when I see it with you, like, say there's something that me and Lola need to do, like, I'll be like, oh no, let's not do it. And she's like, well, it's better if it's out there than us not doing it at all. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm like,
exactly. I'm like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And I would just make things. Like I remember we made our media kit. I was like, we need a media kit. And I think like 2 hours later, I was like, here, Velisa. It's not perfect, but I've made something.
That's you to the T. That, what is it, P?
Perceiving.
That is you to the T.
P. Okay, so I got ENTP. So extroversion, intuition, thinking, and perceiving. And you got
ENFJ.
ENFJ.
2 out of 4 is the same. That's not bad.
I feel like it's good for us to.
Yeah.
I feel like we need the similarities, but we also need the differences to have like a good working relationship.
Yeah, I think that's balance.
What was the thing you wanted to wait and say to me?
So, how do you think this profile makes you a good HR professional?
So, I think the extroversion enables me to build relationships very easily. Not to say that introverted people can't, but I don't mind to be like thrown into a situation with new people and like enjoy getting to know people, especially at leadership level. Like I can just go in and be like, you know, getting energy from talking to them and stuff like that. The intuition, so taking information and see the big picture. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said.
ENN. You're like, that's not me.
Wait, is that what I said? Did I say N or S?
Oh, I said S for you, actually.
I actually got N.
Oh, did you get N? You don't give N.
I actually got N. Wait, hold on.
I said S for you. I didn't say N.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting really confused now. I feel like I actually did get... I'm reading this here, but I feel like I actually got N when I did it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But...
Don't know what that's about.
I don't know. I'm reading off this thing, but I don't know. I definitely got sensing, but I'm thinking, why didn't I say N? Anyway. But I definitely think for me anyway, the facts and the figures, it helps when I'm reporting and doing stuff like that. And also I think it helps with ER. You know, I've been saying recently that I'm actually enjoying ER now. And then T, thinking, I don't know, again, accuracy, logical truth. I think, especially when you're doing stuff like investigations, or even when you're looking at stuff like pay and compensation, like there's a lot of emotion in a lot of these things. And I think it's good to be able to get to the root of it. And then when it comes to perceiving, sometimes you just have to be able to go with the flow.
That's fair.
Sometimes you have to be able to go with the flow and look at the bigger picture, because sometimes in HR we can do things in a vacuum without understanding like commercially how it's going to fit in. What about you?
I think in like the whole ENFJ, like all of them help me specifically in employee relations, because it means that I'm just able to read the room a little bit when it comes to whoever I'm speaking to. See, like, I just feel like in ER, you do need the facts, you do need all of that stuff, but you also need to be able to be like, what's going on here? Like, feel, rather than just be like, that is it and that's that.
Do you know what? You need to have the relationship side of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You do.
You
need people to speak
understanding
to
the interpersonal relationships.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it works well. I have another question for you.
Okay.
So it's kind of related to that, but not really. It's not really. But I had my team offsite last week, and you know when you have to go around the room, and the question was, what's the best career advice you've ever received? Lola was not expecting this question.
Yeah, no, I don't know. What is the best career? I don't know. What is...
So I'll tell you what I said while you're thinking about it. So I said, and bearing in mind, I work in employee relations, never take anything personally was some of the best advice. And let go. Like when you work in employee relations and you have a heart and you have your own morals, sometimes it's very difficult to navigate. And sometimes it's just, you know what, this is the verdict. Like that's the outcome. Let it go. Just move on. Just it might not be what you wanted. Just let it go. Or you think you've done as much as you can for that person and they still go and drag you to your manager or to their manager. Don't take it personally. Look at the situation. This is never going to be good for them. They're dragging the situation, not you. It's fine. Like, let it go. And that's some of the best. Since I basically learned that, I don't internalize anything to do with my job. Yeah.
That's good. And in what you do is very important as well. I have two things, actually. One thing was, I will never forget it. And I always say it now, like I literally live by it. So when I was at Deloitte, I made a big mistake. What I felt was a really big mistake on a client. And then I had to basically go to my director and tell him. And I cried. Yeah, I was just like, I cried before I spoke to him. I cried, like trying not to cry while I was talking to him. And he was like, just go to the client and we'll just tell them what's happened. We'll make the changes and we'll just send them the right version. And he basically said, people typically don't mind if you do make a mistake as long as you fix it. And I think that's it for me. Because obviously everyone is always going to make mistakes, but usually if someone makes a mistake, the issue is being left with a mess, right? Or having to tidy something up that you didn't expect, or that shouldn't have happened because of your own negligence or whatever. But I think generally it's like, once you know you don't have to do anything about it and it's actually going to be resolved, it's all right.
I think that's why it's important as well. Like the manager you're speaking about, or director you said, that's why it's important to have leaders who won't set you up for failure. Like, sorry to go back to TV, but I also watched the second season. People are probably thinking, where's Velisa finding this time? Don't worry.
I want to know.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, innit? My kids in school now, every day. And I watched Dreaming Miles Black, the second season. And this one's all about Kwabena, the main character who's getting his first directing role. And basically, spoiler, at the end of it,
I'm gonna watch it.
Sorry, it's a spoiler, but it's not. You can still watch it. At the end of it, he basically finds out that he was never set up for success, and he was basically he was young, he was cheaper than the more experienced, he was the diversity hire, do you know what I mean? And so he was always going to fail, which is what happened. He was always going to fail, and it's because the person that was leading him knew that, but they were happy to take the risk. But then it's had a knock-on effect on that person's career. So I think it's always really important to have leaders in place that don't want to do that and set people up for failure.
Yes. The second piece of advice actually that I was going to talk about is you just try. And I always say that to everybody. I'm like, just try it.
That's the perceiving in you, by the way.
What, just try. And the advice I got was just try. Most people don't try.
It's true.
And it was like, if you try,
they give up.
If you try, you beat most people already by just trying. And honestly, I say that was that might even be the best one, because that is the advice that following it has just changed my life, like changed the complete trajectory of my career. Because if there's just so many things I'm like, I'll just try, even with like this SQE, the law stuff, like obviously, hopefully I don't fail. And even if I do, I'll get there eventually, but I will be a solicitor because I'm just going to try. Like eventually it will just work, because just trying. Like, and I've said to so many people that I'm doing this qualification, and loads of people have said, oh, I really want to do this, or I've wanted to do that. I'm like, just do it then. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's like one of the best pieces of career advice. Is it here? It is here. So basically, I have, with my team, I have these like, I did something similar because we also had an away day, and I've got these cards, and at some point on another episode we'll go through them. But they're basically like conversation cards.
Okay.
And like on one of them it's got like very deep question, and then on another one it's just like little questions here and there that you can answer. And basically I made everyone take a like icebreakers are kind of dry. I made everyone take a question, take a card, and answer the card. So that was really cool. We should just do an episode. Just that.
We should. That would be cool.
Everyone can get to know us, and we can get to know each other.
It's been a while since we've like done that sort of episode.
Okay,
of getting to know each other.
But anyway, that's my sort of my profile. Even though I might have got one wrong from how I wrote it down. Okay, but I would give myself S.
I 100% would. I don't know what happened there, but yeah.
Let's see. HR news. Oh, but also with Myers-Briggs, by the way, like obviously there's other personality types. I think there's like DISC with the colours, the red, the blue, the yellow, and the green. But I actually really think they're quite helpful, because I had like there's two people that I'm working with at the moment that are having a little bit of conflict. And during that session, I identified the literal reason why they're having the conflict. I just had a light bulb moment, because there's a personality type that basically they prefer, they expect to kind of give and receive praise based on effort, whereas some people prefer to give and receive praise based on outcome. So like, I'm probably more like,
I'm on outcome. Don't praise me on effort.
Yeah. So it's like, if someone has done something, when they get to the natural conclusion, I'll be like, oh my God, that was really great. We can do a debrief. You did a really good job. But I'm less likely, and I acknowledge, I know that they've put effort in, but I'm not necessarily praising them for the effort they put in. Whereas this is what that person kind of expected. So even though the project is not necessarily always going well, sometimes you're really trying hard, but you're not getting the outcome for whatever reason. And that person wanted to be acknowledged for the fact that they are really trying, which is valid. Yeah. But the other person on the other side is like, no, like, you're not producing results, so why would I praise you?
I'm that person.
Yeah, same. But I also get it. So anyway,
I think if you're junior, I'll praise you on effort. I will. I'll praise you on effort, because you need that in the beginning. It will help build your confidence and stuff. But the less junior
working
you
with
are,
me must be, I don't even know what working with me is like.
Hell. No, I'm joking. But the less junior you are, you need to deliver. Like, what is this?
No, but I think with a junior person, if they haven't gotten to the right result because they don't know what they're supposed to know, that's absolutely fine. You'll be like, okay, yeah, great job. This is what you missed, blah, blah, blah. But actually, I don't know. I feel like you still praise juniors on, anyway, that's me anyway.
On outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you can give them a little bit, like if you see them, proper, really trying, it's something they haven't done before.
No, but that's still them delivering to the standard that you expect them to deliver.
You're strict, honestly.
God, I need to listen.
You call yourself a millennial manager, but
I'm a millennial manager.
It's giving boomer.
Listen, if you worked hard to produce the wrong thing,
so it go.
Anyway,
HR news.
Tribunal fees.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a little bit of history. It always was free to go to employment tribunal, right? You could take your employer to employment tribunal. It's free now to go to employment tribunal. In 2013, they brought in employment tribunal fees. And those fees basically meant that you had to pay to put a claim forward to your employer. I can't remember exactly what the numbers were. I think it was 150 for like a simple claim like redundancy or, haven't been paid or something like that. And then it was like 250 for a more complex claim like a discrimination or something like that. Unfair dismissal, blah, blah, blah. And in 2017, I think it was Unison that had challenged it, and it went to court, and they basically said that they're going to get rid of it because actually I don't think it was unlawful, but it's basically a barrier to people getting justice. Because if you don't have money, if you don't have 250 could be the difference between you being able to sue your employer for discriminating against you and taking them to tribunal and not being able to do it. And a lot of people don't have 250 pounds spare, and that was in 2017, which is even worth
than now,
more than it is now. So I think, that's what happened in 2017. And then recently there's been murmurs, like everything leaks from the government. So recently there's been murmurs that they're going to bring back tribunal fees, but it's going to be a flat rate at £55. And, understandably, the unions and everyone was just kind of like, that's kind of unfair. We decided not to do this before because we thought it was going to be a barrier to people getting justice. And I think it's just because there's been so many tribunal claims, they're just like, let's just stop them. Or there are people, I guess it's like trying to make sure people are serious before they put the thing forward. And I get that.
I don't think £55 will stop.
No, but for a lot of people, it would. And it won't necessarily stop the wrong people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because people that want to be like just problematic, and it's always the people that don't have money. I think the ones who are most downtrodden, if I'll say that, they're probably the ones who are less likely to, like, do you know what I mean? They're the ones that are more likely, they're more vulnerable, more likely to be like discriminated against. They might not have the money to do it. And the ones that have the money probably are sometimes less in need. So anyway, the government has come out, David Lammy in particular has come out on behalf of the Labour government and said actually they're not planning on doing that. I don't know if they said they've changed their mind or actually they were just never planning on doing it. It wasn't factual, but it was just creating like a lot of discourse and it's not happening. And I think it's the right thing for it not to happen.
I don't think it should happen either. But this reminded me of some do I call it a workshop or a session that I did on industries and the profile of somebody at work and how likely they are to want to settle or take you to employment tribunal.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, and it was basically like highly educated, highly compensated, more likely to settle or want to go to employment tribunal. And then basically the opposite were less likely to do that. And I did find it very interesting because that specifically points to certain sectors straight away. Like it would be like the finance, the tech that would, and that's why they're the industries that tend to pay out. So I found that interesting. So I do think,
but I think
the £55
part of it is like
create a barrier.
It's like those are also the industries where people have more audacity. Do you know what I mean? That
they're entitled.
Where they're entitlement, more audacity, more entitlement. Where people have actually told you that you're a somebody and that you have rights. Do you know what I mean? They're the ones where like, no, this is an injustice. I have rights. Whereas other areas where you also have rights, but people are less likely to highlight those to you. It makes complete sense. Yeah. So I really don't think they should bring back tribunal fees. There's something when you go through tribunal called a deposit order, which is basically like, let's say you take your employer to tribunal and the judge in the first kind of sift looks at it and thinks, this might be a bit frivolous. They'll make you pay some money. So it could be like £50 or £200. I can't remember how much it is. But it's basically like you have to put some money down to show that you have skin in the game, to show that you're serious about doing this. And I guess that could have the same impact. So I wonder how they kind of justify that. Because let's say like,
I guess at that point though, they have, if you filled out the ET1 form, they have your salary and stuff. So maybe there's or your former salary, whatever it is, they're using that as a marker.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, sticking with employment tribunal, I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, I want to say like over a year ago, we spoke about a case about someone called Nadine who worked at Peckham Levels. And basically she filed for unfair dismissal because she witnessed bar staff that she worked with taking drugs. She reported it to her manager, and then basically everyone turned against her, like she was the issue, and she ended up going to employment tribunal. She won 65k from it, but that was in I think 2022 and 2025. She has not received a penny from Peckham Levels, that business owner, etc. And obviously Peckham Levels is no more, so that's the justification for her not getting her money. But the owner of Peckham Levels has 11 other businesses. So
limited liability though, isn't it? Limited company.
Yeah. So he could if he wanted to, but technically he doesn't have to, right? But anyway, it came to my attention in an article I saw, it was the BBC, where there's a scheme, an employment tribunal scheme, that they have about 7,000 people on it who have been waiting for money for employment tribunal for X amount of years.
Come a little bit closer to the mic. Yeah. Sorry.
And only 2,000 out of that 7,000 since the scheme started have received their money from going to employment tribunal. So there's another 5,000 people, and those are just people on the scheme. That doesn't include people who are not part of the scheme, and they don't have their money yet.
Imagine going through that long process to take your employer to tribunal. They're saying that you have been successful and you can't get your employer to pay up. I've never seen that personally, because obviously the companies that I've seen are all solvent, like they.
But yeah, and I think I told you about it when I did a case on House of HR about someone being cold while at work. And she was in the comments on my Instagram post. She said, I didn't get my money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she had the company dissolved and she didn't get her money at all.
What can happen there though?
What can they do? Like, if the company's no longer, if it's gone
bust,
into liquidation, you got your justice, but you didn't get your money.
That is crazy, because they rank, when your company is like basically goes bust and it's not solvent anymore, they rank your debtors, right? So your creditors, rather, people that you need to pay, and employees always come first. So they try to pay employees first, and then all your other debts. And depends where you are in the list.
Yeah, where does former employees fall?
Probably way down there somewhere. Way down there. Like,
yeah, so yeah, she never said. And obviously that 65k for Nadine, how she speaks about in the article, would have been life-changing. Like, there's a lot of things she could have done.
So what's the recourse now? She just has to sit in the scheme and wait.
Yeah. I don't think she's going to get it, you know.
Is she from South London?
Yes.
There's other ways. There's other ways. Sometimes people can produce money. No, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
that's
bad.
so unfair. That's so unfair.
It is, but what can we do? So it is, obviously, you know, you can win, but you need to look at your company as well. Like, is this a company that is going for the foreseeable and will actually have to pay you your money? You know what I mean? All these small companies, they know what they're doing. No offense.
No, listen, the companies that I work with, they pay. That's why I work with.
I'm just talking about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I would never do that. Do you know what? Yeah. When it comes to finances for my business, yeah, I obviously have an accountant, but I literally watch them like so closely. I get so worried. Like, I like to have like a certain amount of money to pay payroll for a certain number of months. So when I hear like these companies, they just, like a lot of small businesses, like, it wouldn't be crazy to hear that 1 month they can't make payroll, they can't pay people, and no one had any idea. Obviously, you don't want to tell people that you might not be able to pay them because they'll just leave.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes it just stresses me out when I hear these stories. I'm like, how do they sleep at night? Like, I had an issue recently with my VAT. Did I tell you? So basically, my accountant last year, so I pay VAT every quarter, but I pay it manually. Like, my accountant does my return, and then I get my amount to pay and I pay it over. And I was just like, I missed a couple of payments.
Oh, I think you did tell me.
Yeah, a little bit later. And I was just like, I can't be doing this. I was like, can't you just do it on direct debit? So they said, okay, we're going to set you up on direct debit if you want to pay via direct debit. That was last year. For some reason, I don't know, maybe because the last year, I don't know. But the first time that they could do it was for the quarter that ended at the end of June. So it was payable in August. My accountant emailed me to say, this is the first quarter of your direct debit. I don't want to say why, but I think because that's an autopilot. Usually they just send me the amount and then they say I have to pay it. This email, they sent me the amount and they said it's going to be taken by direct debit. I was just thinking, I'm not going to let HMRC like say that I'm late again and trying to charge me some sort of penalty. So I've just paid it. 3 days later, HMRC came and took the money out of my account. So I paid my course of VAT twice, and it wasn't a lot. It was a lot of money. Yeah. So I've been missing that money. I was missing that money for 2 months. Yeah, before I got it back. Crazy. And honestly, the difference that it made to my cash flow, I said never again. I need to actually be reading my emails. I also had an issue with my corporation tax. Again, I had to pay it over. My accountant gave me very good instructions. I sent it to, just for context, HMRC has a different bank account for PAYE that you have to pay over, for VAT, for corporation tax, for everything. They got a different thing. You have to use the specific code. So I sent the money when I was supposed to send it, and then suddenly HMRC is chasing me saying I haven't paid my corporation tax and they're going to fine me. And I was like, I definitely paid it. And I just sent it to the wrong account. So now they're having to like find the money and all this other kind of stuff. And
ridiculous.
Just be better than me if you're going to start your own business, because these are the things that will topple you over.
Oh, mate, I know someone, and let me tell you, when this is done, because it's going to employment tribunal, I'm going to drag this company for filth. But I know someone who there was times where they just weren't getting paid. They're a lawyer, by the way. They were not getting
At a
paid.
law firm.
Yeah, but it was a privately owned law firm. It is a privately owned law firm.
Yeah.
And they were not getting paid when, like, there was not a set payday because the owner is just scatty as hell. Like, but let me tell you, I'm gonna drag her.
That's crazy. One thing, my staff always get paid on time. If there's going to be issues, let them be mine. But
Nah, for real.
that's crazy. Not paying staff on time. When I hear that kind of stuff, I'm like, that is scary.
People, that's my new favorite phrase now. That's someone's reality.
It is. It is. Not in the UK. Did you see that clip from the nurses that were striking in Ghana?
No.
They haven't been paid in 9 months
9 months.
by the government. The government hasn't paid them in 9 months.
Why though?
I don't know.
Sorry,
but
the way that Ghana is making money as well right now, like, what is the reason?
I couldn't believe it. And obviously they have rent to pay. They've got stuff that they can't tell people, even though people know that they work for the government and they know what the situation is. At the end of the day, you still have your rent to pay. And that kind of stuff happens in Nigeria as well. Because my brother used to play football in Nigeria, and a lot of the football teams are owned by the state. So even the footballers don't always get paid on time. They always get paid, but they don't all get paid on time. And I'm just like, 9 months with no pay as a nurse.
That's rude.
And would you, if you leave, for sure you're not getting your money.
Did they strike?
Yeah, it was out of strike,
okay,
and the girl was just talking about how it's like ruining her life. Like, imagine going 9 months with no income.
And the thing is, somewhere like that, like Africa, West Africa, they're going to get back pay? The chances are they're not going to get back pay.
Yeah, but they've been promising that, number one, if the government doesn't have it now, they don't have to. Remember, they didn't have this month. Why would they have 2 months? Do you know what I mean? Now they're gonna pay you 10 months back pay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Do it. Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, do you know what? Sometimes you have to be grateful for the system that we have here.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they make us work, but
They do.
besides that,
But yeah,
I think we're out of time.
we are.
Yes, we are. Any announcements?
Oh.
God.
We are doing a mini-sode at the Black Business Show on the 18th of October.
That's this Saturday.
That is this Saturday coming. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, so basically we've got a number of free tickets. We already sent it out on the mailing list. We haven't yet posted it on social media, but we probably will tomorrow, Monday. And if you want to come, you want to get a free ticket. When you're listening to this, you can still get a free ticket. We have some special tickets. So if you go to the UK Black Business Show website, click tickets, select a Saturday day pass, that's £50, and then use the code HRFREE, that's HRFREE, you can get a free ticket worth £50. So don't say we don't do nothing for you.
But make sure you come by 11 a.m. because we are speaking very early.
Yes, we're speaking very early. I wouldn't say that we're headliners,
Yeah.
but we're real warming things up.
Yeah. So the head warmer.
Yeah, so
Yes.
definitely come. We're
Start
on
your
at
Saturday,
11
right?
o'clock on the City Career stage.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and there's a couple of people who said that they're going to be coming because we also posted it on LinkedIn. So after the session, we'll be around for a little bit. Just to say hi and stuff.
Yeah. Your part.
This episode was brought to you by Team Flex. Try it now for free at teamflex.com.
Woo!
Bye. Oh,
Excuse me.
sorry.
That's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.